That's a no. What the hell were you thinking? Your life is a yard, keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm. Hello, 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 and how are we doing today? Alrighty. I'm almost ready. Almost ready. Do that, do this. Come on, do this, do that, do that. There we go. And let's say hi, hello, and all happy, joy, all that kind of nice, neat stuff. Who do we have tonight? We have KJ. You need to sell the shirts. Yes, I do. Even better with the hoodie. All right, I'll do that. Hoodies and shirts, rash guards, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. We'll get on that. Alrighty. All right, so who else do we have? Angeli Pitts, how are you doing today? Dryson, Natalie, how are you guys doing? Awesome. Uh-oh, I can't even read that name. Behead Denisir Pur. Okay, I'll just take a wild guess at it. Alrighty. Who do we have here? We have Christian. I can't read that name. Ferry, Fat Boy, Eric, I can't read that name. Siv, Antonio? That's an interesting name. Who's spelling that? Cool. Scott, Jordan, Magic Snow. Okay. JCCC, Sean, Esteric Man. Okay. Big Fish, back again, I see. Eric Madsen, good evening. Looks like somebody got a haircut. Yeah. Thank you. Old Harry, Eric, John, Stan, Ken, Pips. Okay, MX. MX, okay. Killed the Tigua. Okay. Hi, can't read that name. Cisco, JGD, what's going on? Thank you. Dr. Raj, how you doing, Dr. Raj? All right, who do we have over here? Over here we have Enza. Good evening, Enza. Rambo Wrath, Cool Beans, Oscar's house, John Bohay's in the house. Tyrant, what's going on? Who do we have down here? Abel Hair. Holy, this is laggy. Terribly sorry, dude. Are you going to fix the lag anytime soon? I have no idea what it is, so I really can't help you out. Sorry, I don't know what it is. See, I'm on this side of the camera, so I have no idea what's going on. Okay? Botox Doc's in the house. Doc, don't forget, first thing tomorrow morning. All right. Let's get the ball rolling. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Okay? 1% per week. Yes. I know. I've heard it many times. Nobody gets 50% a year. Sorry. 1% a week is over 50% per year. It is what it is. So, that being said, what we're doing here is I'm going to show you what I'm doing to get my 1% every single week. You guys are going to come up with stocks that you can suggest to see if they fit. Now, I have a very strict rule when I'm buying stocks. Well, number one, I want to make sure the company's profitable. I know it sounds silly, doesn't it? I don't want to invest in anything unless it has at least 2 decades. That's 10, 20 years of consistent increasing profits. Okay, we're all on a different journey. My journey is pretty much set. I know what it is, and I share mine. So I'm looking for 1% every single week using simple trading strategy called the covered call, coupled with dividend stocks, specifically just before they pay their dividend. Because dividend stocks, boring as hell, don't pay out very much. But here's the thing. They are consistent. They are predictable. Okay, granted, they have 1, 2, 3% yield. Whoop-a-dee-doo. Not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, Rizzo, what's happening? What I'm looking for specifically is the option premium, also known as the insurance policy premium. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on a weekly basis. I'm going to show you how everything comes together as we progress. So that being said, who wants to go first? Who are you? All right, Wrangler, how you doing? Okay, nobody has anything they want to look at today. All right, casual stream welcoming viewers, say hi in the comments. Okay, cool. AI videos. Okay, cool. Phone is not activated. Okay, I get that. I'm not using it for the phone. I'm using it for the camera. Alrighty. So, KJ, come on, you gotta have something for me. All right, live. Everything is live. That's live. All good to go. All right, you guys don't have anything, so I'm gonna pull up Mikey G. How am I feeling about Amazon and its run up? Mikey G, you know how I feel about Amazon, but I'll entertain you. AMZN. That is a big jump, Mikey. Check that out. Now, for me, that's going to be a definite hell no. And the reason why I'm saying hell no, the reason why I'm selling hell no, okay, is usually when you have a jump up like that, a gap up. I'm going to zoom into it a little bit closer. Before I do, let's check the numbers, okay? The high is 260. The bottom is 165. So she goes from 165 all the way up to 260. Now we're sitting at 233. So she went up, pulled back, now back up again. But this is what I'm concerned of right there. Let's zoom in a little closer so you get a better idea. But Jake, I see that Verizon. We'll take a look at it in a minute. All right, so last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Sideways, dip, shot up. Here's where we are. Now, anytime you get a gap, they have a tendency to fill. So a gap up, yep, this baby's going to come down and fill that gap. All right, and look at the jump from 200 all the way up to 233. That's $33 on a $200 stock. That's close to 16%. So 2 weeks, she jumped 16%. You still want to hold on to it? It's an interesting question. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Is what it is. Kissable, how you doing today? All right. So I'm going to say no, only because that's just a little too much for me. And I don't buy anything at the high. Mikey, you should know that. You've been here long enough, Mike. You should know I never buy anything at the high. Never. Sorry. Next on the list. Next on the list is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out on him, the dimp, the ladies pimp. I said the women fight for my. Here we go. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Sideways, dropped, sideways again, shot up and pulled back. That's going to be a no only because it's pulling back. 30-day high, 30-day bottom was yesterday. A little bit of a gap down brought us down to the 30-day bottom. Today is 1 day to the upside. Now, I like 2 days to the upside, so that possibly could be tomorrow, which means this would be in a perfect position for me jumping in on Monday, because I like 2 days up, and on the third day, I will jump in. Emma, I see that. We'll take a look at it in a minute, Emma. Okay, sit tight. So let's try Verizon at the 48. Let's give it a whirl. What is the 48? The 48 is going for 0.5%. So this is the part who came up with Verizon. Who let the dog? Okay, Jake, I'm going to say no to Verizon only because she dropped. Now she's getting turned around. I usually would jump in, but look at what the market maker is offering. 24 cents. 24 cents on a $48 position. That's only 0.5%. No, that doesn't work for me. Now, some of you may be okay with that because 0.5% every single week is over 6% 26% by the end of the year. When was the last time you got 26%? So it might be appealing. Buy it at 47.78, sell it at 48, pick up 24, 25 cents. It's 0.5% or 26% at the end of the year. Okay? That's what it looks like. Next, we already did Verizon. Can you check Circle Holdings? Is that CRCL? I think it is. CRCL. It is. I'm not quite sure what you find so appealing here. I don't see it. All right, here we go. Here's the high, 300. Here, am I reading that right? The high is 300. The low looks like it's 35. 300 is the high, 35 is the low. That must have hurt. Think about it. If you bought it at 300, then she dropped down to 35. Ouch. That would make even me quiver. Ugh. All right. Back up, back down. We're sitting at 85.10. The 85s for next week are going for 405. All right. That sounds good. If you like Circle. What's the last 30 days? Here you go. Go over this side. Here's the high, 135. Here's the bottom, 85. Okay, we jumped up from 115, dropped. Here's the bottom here, up, back down. No, it just doesn't look good at the moment. Sorry, Emma. Just doesn't look good. All righty. Gary, how you doing, Gary? I see you sneaking in there. Sneaking in the back door, Mr. Gary. All right. Jake, Lumn. What the heck is Lumn? Lumen Technologies. Interesting. Okay. Now, I have no idea who they are. Seriously, I don't. So here's the top at 12. Here's the bottom at 3. She goes from 3, shoots all the way up to 12. I'm going to adjust this camera here. All right, that's a little better. Is that right there? Yeah, that's much better. All righty. So it goes from $3 all the way up to 12. Now, if you didn't know it, 3 to 6 is 100%. 6 to 9 is 200%. 9 to 12 is 300%. That's a 300% income increase from the bottom up to the top. 300%. How often does that happen? Then she drops down. Terribly sorry, I miss those all the time. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for big returns. I'm looking for a tiny, tiny return that is consistent and predictable. That's what I'm looking for. Okay? So, she shoots up, pulls back, last 30 days. Going to be a no. 30 days ago, we're here. We shoot up, 30-day high. I don't buy at any high. It's a 30-day high. Yeah, no, thank you. Sorry, Emma wants to take a look at Lumi. I have no idea what Lumi is. Lumi. Sonans Holdings? Is that right? Sorry, kiddo. Lumi has no options, and that's going to be a no. Jamal, is SPY a good to hold for only $29? Oh, SPYI. Jamal, you're not going to like what I have to say about that one. What are we looking at? SPYI. Number one, I don't do monthly options. Now, SPYI, April, May, June, September. Those are months of the year. That just doesn't work for me. What I'm looking for is 10 April. That's tomorrow. 17 April. That's next Friday. 24 April. 2 Fridays away. 1 May. 3 Fridays away. 8 May, 4 Fridays away. 29 May, 5 Fridays away. Every single week, there is a new weekly option. 52 options a year. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work in my favor. For me, it's a waste of time to even look at them because they just don't work for me. Wrangler wants to take a look at Bank of America, BACATION, in the summertime. All right, here we go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it ends. She shoots up, pulls back, skyrockets to a big fat no. Now, the reason I'm saying no, like any other time, is I don't buy at the high. Okay, Bank of America is at a 30-day high. No, thank you. Sorry, Wrangler. New generation, what's happening? Trainer Rod, what's going on, Trainer Rod? Sammy G, Rambo, you are checking the high and the low of the stock. Is it their yearly range or longer? Okay, Rambo, I'm looking at the 1-year chart first. Always, 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 for me anyway, I always look at the 1-year chart first. Here's the high, here's the low, okay? Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Just follow the bouncing ball. She went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up again. Now, when we zoom into the last 30 days, it becomes no, because I don't like buying at the high. And right now, it is at the high of the 30-day period. Now, it may not be the high of the year, but I don't live 1 year at a time. I live 1 day at a time. So this is going to be a no for me. Joe Lopez, 4 Fridays away is a monthly option. No, not necessarily so, because sometimes, Joe, there are 5 weeks. And sometimes there are 6 Fridays in a month. Okay? But a monthly option is always, always, always the 3rd Friday. Okay? Now, weekly options, you can have 4, you can have 5, or you can have 6 weekly options in 1 month. All right, next. Sambo, wait a minute, Rambo Wrath. He usually does 1 year, 3 month, 1 month, or small. Thank you, Wrangler. That's exactly right. What do you do if you sell the covered call and it goes against you? You know, everybody, I get that question 4 or 5 times every single night. Every night, same question. What happens if it goes down? There's no such thing as what if it goes down. Doesn't exist. What if it goes down? It's not an if. It is a when. All stocks go down. All of them. All depends on where you're looking. Look, a year ago, 33. We went up, it came back down. It went up, came back down. Went up, came back down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so they do 2 things. They go up, they go down. It's not if it goes down. It's when. And that's why I like dividend stocks, because when the stock drops, I'm still collecting the dividend. And if the company's consistently profitable, I can still sell a weekly option against it to bring in extra cash flow. So I got 5 simple rules. Rule 1 is never buy anything that you do not understand or you do not want to hold on to. If you don't understand it and it don't make sense, don't buy it. If you feel uncomfortable about putting money into a stock, don't do it. It boggles my mind. It's actually that simple. You don't like it? Don't buy it. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. It's a simple strategy created for a 9-year-old little girl. 2008, my 9-year-old daughter says, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" That was it. That can you teach me? Can you teach me? Those 4 words set my family on a totally different path. Had she not asked that question, who knows where I would be? But she did, out of nowhere. Daddy, can you teach me? So now I had to create a trading strategy for a 9-year-old. Had to be simple. She's only 9. Safe, because we don't want her losing anything. Predictable, want to know, is she going to be profitable before? And then we want to know what it's going to be. Simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. Can she do it every single week? And then number 5, no way that she can lose. That's always a good one. So came up with 5 rules. 5 criteria: simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. 5 rules. Rule 1, never buy anything you don't want to hold on to or you don't understand. You don't understand it? Don't buy it. You don't like it? Don't buy it. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. If you paid attention, number 1, rule number 2 shouldn't even be a consideration. Okay, never buy something you don't want to hold. Number 2, never sell a loss. Number 3 boggles my mind. It does. I'll say it, and you'll think to yourself, oh, that makes sense. Because it does make sense. But when I'm standing here and someone asks me about a stock and I know that it's not consistently profitable, I think to myself, what the hell were you thinking? That's a no. No, just no. What are you thinking? Why would you put money into a company that is not consistently profitable? That boggles my mind more than anything else. Okay? Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Rule number 3. Rule number 4, weekly options only. Now, I said I want weekly cash flow. The only way I'm going to get weekly cash flow is sit in front of the computer looking at this crap all day long. Yeah, no, thank you. Or 2, find something that trades on a weekly basis. That's where the weekly options come in. Okay, I buy a stock, I sell an option against it. And then by Friday, we see, was I right? Was I wrong? If I was right, great. If I was wrong, what do we do to fix it? It's a simple question. Actually, it's a simple 5-step question. Number 1, what did I buy it for? Number 2, what did I sell against it? Number 3, where's it at now? Number 4, where does it look like it's going to go? And number 5, what should I do? That's it. You're going to see a lot of 5s. I like 5. It's easy. It's safe. It's predictable. Okay. John Bohe, ISRG, looks like it might bounce off support. Cool beans. So, Sambo, does that make sense to you? Okay. Stocks always go down. Okay. It's not an if, it's a when. Okay. Calvin, how you doing, Calvin? You know it's not really Calvin, but I'm going to say hi to him anyway because it's there. All right. Johnny wants to take a look at ISRG. So I did say no to Bank of America because I don't buy at the high. I don't. It just doesn't work for me. I've never been able to pick a high, and I've never been able to pick a low. And I've been trading for 30 years. It is what it is. Okay, next on the list. Next on the list, we have my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out. I'm him, the deal, the ladies pimp. I said the women fight for my delight. Uh-oh. Didn't fill in. Why not? ISRG. ISRG. Intuitive. Intuit? Is that right? Intuitive. Surgical. Okay. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down. What's going on there? Doesn't look that favorable. Tyrant, we'll take a look at that in a minute, all right? Sit tight, Tyrant. Last 30 days. Yep, this doesn't look good at all. Look, the high, she drops to the bottom, gaps up yesterday, drops back down. Not this week. Do you do daily options? Big X Mike. No, I do not. I do weekly options, Mike, but thank you. How much is the minimum premium you are looking for before taking a position? Rambo Wrath, I am looking for 1%. Okay, so if I get 50 grand, I'm looking for 500 bucks. If I get 100 grand, I'm looking for 1,000. If I get 10 grand, I'm looking for 100 bucks. 1% every single week. Okay, Tyrant wants to take a look at, oh, wait a minute, Joe Lopez. Can you give some thoughts on FOMC? All right, FOMC. Never know what FOMC. Sorry, dude, FOMC has no options. Remember rule 4? Weekly options only. Tyrant, K-View. I know who K-View is. Here we go. K-View. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at it. Shoots up, pulls back, back up, back down. What's going on? What's going on today? Let's find out. Last 30 days. Here you go. Last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's bouncing up. That's exactly what I'm looking for. 30-day high, drops to a 30-day bottom, 2 days up, yesterday and today. Higher, higher. So tomorrow, if she's above 1744, I will jump in. Lena Varie. I guess that's how you spell that. Say that. Okay. Lena, how you doing? Thank you. All right. So let's do this one. K-View. All right. Let's get rid of K-View. And we're going to jump into K-View at 1750. Because after all, the current price, 1743. So if I buy it tomorrow morning, 1743, the closest strike price is going to be 1750. Well, let me read them to you, and you tell me. Okay, 1550, 16, 1650, 17, 1750, 1850, so on and so forth. Yeah, start price is 1743. I'm selling it at 1750. Going to pick up 19, which is just over 1%. Let's see what it looks like. All right, covered call. There we go. One contract at 1750. And here's what it sounds like. Dr. Nagel, how are we today? All right, by one covered call, K-View. 17 April 26th. That's next Friday. The 1750 call option, $30 is the profit, 1720 is the investment. What is the rate of return? Cam, we'll take a look at leg in a minute. Sit tight. Hey, financial comedians in the house. Okay, so to find out the rate of return, we're going to take the profit and divide it by the investment. Okay, so the profit's $30 per contract. You got to remember that it's per contract. So you get one contract, it's $30. 5 contracts, it's 150, so on and so forth. So we're going to divide 30 by the investment, 1720, and that's going to come to a grand total of 1.7. So think about it for a second. If I'm looking for 1% every week, and yes, 1% every week is over 50% a year, okay? 1.7, I'm going to say it's going to be 98. Off the top of my head. Okay, multiply this by 52. 90. Damn it. All right, anyway, 1.7. I'm going to save this one because I like 1.7. K-View. All right. So we're going to do this. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to do Friday. And, all right, so where is it? Yeah, there it is right there. Here we go. And there it is. Woohoo! 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 All right, K-View. 17 April. $17.50 per share. That's what I'm going to sell it for. My profit, $30. My investment, $17.20. Now, I'm going to pause for a second. Do you remember when I said simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Remember that? When I say simple, the simplest trading strategy there is buying the stock. That's the simplest strategy there is. Just buy it. That's it. Simple. But there's a minor problem with that. Once you buy it, once you own it, now what? Now you have to wait. You have to wait for it to move, then sell it. All right, see, that's too much effort for me. Sorry, I'm a lazy trader. What can I say? Yes, I've been trading for 30 years, and I'm a lazy trader. I want things simple. I want things easy. Okay, so when I say simple strategy, it's not the simplest. It's like the second simple. All right, so I'm buying the stock, then I'm turning around and selling it immediately. I'm buying it, 2 seconds later, I'm selling it. Buying it, 2 seconds later, I'm selling it. But I'm selling it with a covered call, which means all it is somebody wants to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date. That is called a covered call. The contract between me and whoever buys it basically means I'm going to buy it at the current price, which is at this moment $17.60. So if I buy it at $17.60, I turn around and sell it for $17.50. So I'm selling it for less than I paid for it. But I'm making $30 per contract. And each contract is paying 1.7% for 1 week. Now think about that for a second. That's just for 1 week, live restricted. Why do they keep doing this to me? Reason regulated goods and services. No, that is not true. Okay, so best way of taking care of that is to reboot. So we're taking this one out, and then we're going to reboot this one. Sorry, guys, going to reboot. Dismiss. Get rid of that. Let's do live again. Live. And almost there. Sit tight. There we go. Mirror the image. There we go. And there we go. All right. Reboot. That's all. Simple. All right. So as I was saying, the simplest and easiest trading strategy is to buy the stock. Covered call allows me to buy and sell at the exact same time. So I know what my profit's going to be before I even do the trade. Okay. And everything I need to know is right here. Okay. My purchase price, my max profit, my break even, cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. It's all right there before I even do it. So if it's above 1%, and this is the important part, and I like the company, okay, it's 1 point. How much is it? 1.7. Yeah, I'm going to save that one, 1.7. Oh, this is just number one. Uh-oh, we got to come up with 4 more. 1.7. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, KView we looked at. Verizon we looked at. Cam, can we take a look at LEG? L-E-G. Yes, we can. Give me a second. What do we have down here? Uh-oh. Kissable says hello. Damien, can I look at SCL? Damien, I have no idea what the hell SCL is. So let's go check it out. No idea. Now, I've been doing this for a very long time. SCL. Steppen. No. Sorry, Damien, I don't do monthly options. Now, Steppen, okay, is a dividend king. If you do not know what that is a company that has 5 decades of increased profits. But rule number 4 is weekly options only. Sorry, weekly options only. So April, May, June, September, those are monthlies. That is a no. Thank you. Okay. Julio Cesar wants to take a look at Palantir, PLTR. PLTR. Okay. This is the part where I say no. Okay. And I don't even have to take a look. Okay. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. We're actually dropping. The bottom is right here. If you like it, keep your eye on it, because that baby's going to turn around and go back up eventually. You either like it or you don't. Anthony, Blitz, Luis, how you doing? So it is what it is. Jake, RBLX. RBLX. What is that? RBLX. Roblox. Okay. Let's take a gander at it, shall we? Here's the top, 150. Here's the bottom, 50. Shoots up, drops, back up, back down. It don't look very favorable. Let's zoom into it. Yep, unfortunately, who came up with that one? Jake, take a look. 30 days ago, we're at 65. We dropped down to 51, shoot up, drop back down again. Sorry, just doesn't look good. Thank you, Cesar. Can you explain what make you enter if all criteria is met and you're looking at the chart to enter? Okay, Jay Knoll, you know that doesn't really make very much sense. Isn't that weird? It doesn't make very much sense. Okay, I'm going to read it again slower, see if I can make some sense out of it. Can you explain, yes I can, what make you enter if all criteria is met and you're looking at the chart to enter? Well, all right, let's back up for a second. Let's take a look at Macy's. Okay, what I'm looking for specifically, Jay, okay? I'm looking for specifically the high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what is the momentum? What are the buyers? We, me, and all of you are the buyers. We buy, we sell. So a year ago, we're down here below 10. We shoot up to 24. Then we pull back, and then we shoot up again. So all that looks pretty good, okay? But what I want to do now is zoom in to the last 90 days and then take a look at the exact same thing again. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. That's what we're doing. Now, you could take a look at the 90-day and say, yeah, the high's there, the low's here, and she's going up. All that space, it looks good. But now let's break it down to the last 30 days. Because the last 30 days gives me a better idea of where do I think it's going next. Okay? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. Now, can it keep going up? Yeah, it can. But take a look at the 30-day bottom. 1650. From there, she jumps up to 19. Now, from 16 to 19, that's only like $3. Not a big move. So it could keep going up. So let's take a look. Now, normally I wouldn't buy at the high. But if you pull back a little bit, that's not the high. The high is here. This is the 90-day high, the last 3 months. She dropped, shot up. Now she has all that room to go. From the bottom here, 1650, to where we are now, it was only $3. And $3 on a $16 stock is about 16, 17, 18%, something like that. So may or may not be a good thing. But let's check out the numbers anyway. I love Macy's. I buy it every single week. All right, so we're at 1914. Let's do the 19s, okay, because it's the closest one. I get asked once a week, once or twice a week, how do you pick your strike price? Well, if I'm buying the stock at 1914, I get a choice between the 19 and the 1950. Well, I'm going for the one that's the closest. In this situation, I'm going for the 19, and the 19 is less than what I'm paying for it. So if I'm paying 1914, selling it for less than what I paid for it, and I'm going to walk away with a profit. let's see how it plays out. You ready? Okay, so we're going to do the 19s right there. One covered call. And this is what it looks like, and this is what it sounds like. Now, I encourage everybody to read it out loud before you hit the enter button, the send button. Because once you hit that send button, boom, you own them. Okay? So, buy one covered call, Macy's. 17 April 26. That means the option is going to expire next Friday. So whoever's buying it from me, they have to decide between when they buy it, which hypothetically speaking should be tomorrow morning, and before it expires, 3:59 p.m. next Friday. Profits 44, the investment's 1856. Let's get the calculator, see what number we come up with. 44 divide 1856 comes to a grand total of 2.3. Now think about that for a second. If 1% every single week is 50% per year, 2.3% a week, it's got to be over 110% per year. It's got to be. Now remember, this is not simple, easy, free, nothing like that. You have to put some time and effort into it. Terribly sorry if it takes 10 minutes out of your precious time to get a 50% or more return on your money. Because you do have to do something. Because when you get to this side, retirement is what I'm talking about. That's what we're all looking for, right? We want to raise a family, have a nice home, take some nice vacations, and eventually I want to sit on the porch in a nice, comfortable rocking chair and watch my grandchildren play in the lawn. That's what I want to do. That's my aspiration for retirement. Sit on the porch, watch the grandchildren play. Now, I'll have to admit, that wasn't my goal when I was in my 20s and 30s. But now that I'm in my 60s, that's my goal. So you got two choices. Learn to do it yourself. Take accountability. Take responsibility for your own money, your own choices. Or two, say, you do it. Give it to someone else. Let them do it for you. Okay, so that being said, 2.3%. I'm going to hold on to this baby. Macy's. Now, I did read somewhere that Macy's was leaving New York, and the New Yorkers are pissed. Can you really blame them? Here we go. Buy one covered call, Macy's. 17 April. That's next Friday. The $19 call option. Profit 44. The investment 1856 for a 2.3% for 1 week. I'm going to save this one. Here we go. All right, 2.3%. Macy's, gotta love it. There it is right there. That was quick. That's Macy's. What's this one? That's Macy's. I did it twice. All right. Here we go. Macy's. All right. Macy's. 17 April. The $19 call option. We're looking at a $44 profit, $1,856 investment for 2.3% for 1 week. 2.3% for 1 week. Yes, 1% a week is 50% per year. 2% a week is over 100%. Did some numbers last night, 50% compounded for 5 years, will have me a millionaire status? Ant World, I'm not 100% sure. Can you do it? It's a you question. Okay? Okay, you have to be able to do it on a consistent basis. Keep your cool. Don't do anything stupid, and don't think you're smarter than the market. When you do that, you have a tendency to lose. Okay, Jay Nall, can you explain what make you enter the criteria? We already did that question. We already did that question, Jay. Mandy, hi. How's everyone doing? I'm doing fine, Mandy. Thank you very much. What else did you say there, Mandy? Mandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Eric wants to take a look at American Airlines. So we're going to say it's Macy's 2.3%. Why the hell not? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? What do I mean? 2.3%. Gotta love it. 2.3%. Okay. Eric wants to take a look at American Airlines. Let's take a look. American Airlines. AAL. Nope. We got to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. And we're going to put American Airlines right here. AAL. There you go. Defalmeg. Your name is Alex. Good afternoon, Mr. Alex. How are you doing today? Oh, just want to know I was talking to you. Thank you, Miss Mandy. That was very nice of you. Hi, David. Did you message me today on TikTok? If you're talking to me, Mandy, my name's not David. Okay? Kind of strange, but a lot of people call me David for some strange reason. I have no idea why. And no, Mandy, you were not talking to me earlier on TikTok. Okay? There's about, last I counted, Mandy, there was 37 people pretending to be me. So whatever you do, you want to have a conversation, Mandy, DM me your number, and I will personally call you myself. That way you'll hear my voice. And if you want to do a Zoom call, we'll do a Zoom call. You can see me and talk to me that way. I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do TikTok. I don't send messages. I don't. You want to have a conversation? Great. Go to the website, book a call, or better yet, just DM me your number here, because you're here on TikTok right now as I'm speaking to you. So if you drop your number here, I will call you later on, either tonight or tomorrow, one or the other. All right, so where are we? Who do we have? Ellie, Milton, Cheryl, Jew. Really? J-U, Jew? Okay. Trevor, Atine, Vikram, Ant World, yeah. It's a scary numbers when you do that. You start adding it up and then you start compounding it. And it's like, can I do this for 5 years? If you can, are those numbers accurate? Now, those are just rough numbers because sometimes you will find you'll get more than 1%. Sometimes you'll find you might get less than 1%. Ant World bought your bundle package last night on Patreon. Woohoo! Cool beans. Dude, you know what you got to do? You got to drop me your number. Drop me a number. I'll give you a buzz and you and I can chat. Okay? Let's keep on keeping on. Let's keep on keeping on. Construction Lab, how you doing? Julak, hey Matt, how you doing? Carol, Chevron. Carol, come on. You should know better than that. CVX. You definitely do not want to get into oil when the world is in turmoil. Okay? The high was last week. Now we're dropping like a rock. You missed your opportunity because once the war started, that's when you should have jumped in, shot up. Now that the war thing seems to be or may not be, who knows, it's dropping like a rock. Sorry. Joshua, I have no idea what 677 means. Eddie, how you doing? I see you there. All right. Eric, American Airlines. We already looked at American Airlines. We already said no to that one. Zach wants to take a look at Ford. Ooh, check that out. Ford. Here we go. The high, 1460. The low, 850. She shoots up, pulls back up. I'm not jumping into that. Do you see that? What do you think? She drops, shoots up, big gap, 30-day high. No, I don't buy at the high, and I don't buy after a gap looking like that. I'm on my dad's phone. Joshua, I'm not 100% what that means, because that's not a question. If you got a question, great. You want to make a statement? Hey, that's wonderful too. All right, what do we have here? Ford, yep. Clayton, how you doing? Defalmum, okay. Alex, how you doing? SSL. Okay, SSL. April, May, June, September. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work in my favor. Basically, a waste of my time. No. Okay, sorry. No. Mubarazart Gaming. Sir, your live is okay. Thank you. I'm terribly sorry you're having an issue. Mike, good afternoon. Greetings, Absolute Rover. How you doing? Happy Thursday, everyone. You buy Macy's every week? Yeah, why not? Macy's has been in business for over 100 years. The name recognition alone cannot be purchased, has to be earned. And yeah, if the numbers work every single week, then yes, I will buy Macy's every single week. What platform is up? That is called Think or Swim, and it is available through Charles Schwab. Mikey B. Love these dreams. Truly an inspiration. How you document this for your kids and grandkids, passing the knowledge on. Thank you there, Mr. Mike. Keep it up. Good stuff. I'm just going to say stuff. Always learn something when I watch. Okay, I got something for you, Mike. You ready? This is just for you, Mike. When you're driving home, don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. What do you think of that one, Mike? All right. What's your spin on KHC? Charles, I love Kraft Heinz. I do, but Kraft Heinz is one of those companies that is so old and so set in their ways. Very rarely do they give us a good premium. So we're at 23.27. Okay, the 23s are going for 54. That's a yes. That's over 2%. But let's take a look at the numbers. I mean, the chart. The high was about a year ago. We dropped, shot back up, dropped again, shot back up, dropped again, shot back up, dropped again, shot back up. Here we are right here. So let's zoom in and see what's going to do. Drew, I see you back again, brother. How you doing, Mr. Drew? Okay, last 30 days. There it is. 30-day high, 30 days ago. 30-day bottom, 2 weeks ago. Now we're bouncing up. There you go. She goes from 21 to 23.75. That's $2. Now you may think $2 is not a lot, and no, it's not. But $2 on a $21 stock is 10%. So she jumps up 10%. Now she's pulling back a little bit. Now I like Kraft Heinz, but I'm not going to do it. Congrats, thank you. Lit up a rose. Oh, that was sweet. Someone got me a rose. Charles Barbary. What's happening, Charles? All right. Defaming. Okay, SSL. Didn't we just look at SSL? We did. It was a no. Yeah. Okay. Emma. Hey, how should I invest my $100,000 I saved but never invested? Emma, I can't tell you what to do, Emma, only because I know absolutely nothing about you. Okay, well, I can't say that. I got a rough idea of a couple of things. One, okay, the picture looks like you're a female. The name Emma, usually female. Okay, you're not really into investing because you saved a lot of money and you haven't invested anything. That's about all I know. That's it. So there's a lot of pieces to that puzzle that are missing, Emma. So there are a lot of things you can do, but the number one thing you should do is discuss it with your partner or anybody else important in your life and try to figure out what you know, what you need to know, what you think you should do, and then what are all the repercussions of all those answers? Because there's so many different ways it can go. And I'd love to be able to tell you, hey, buy this, this, and this, but I'm not going to because I know nothing about you and it wouldn't do you any good and I would feel bad about that, so I'm not going to do it. But if you want, Emma, you're on TikTok, so top left-hand corner of your screen, just go there. DM me your number. I'll give you a buzz and we can chat. And then I might be able to guide you on a path. Daniel, hello from Kentucky. The KY jelly of the KY center of the year. Sorry. I was seeing where I was going to go with that, Daniel. So I saw KY, and then the first thing I thought, yeah, I know. Junior, good evening, James. Do you like Kohl's? Love it. Dr. Pepper. Aaron, give me Dr. Pepper's ticker symbol. Okay, Junior, we're going to take a look at Kohl's right now. I love Kohl's. Kohl's and Macy's are two of them that I do every single week because they just work for me. That's it. What's my take on Eli Lilly? I think it's out of my price range, to be totally honest with you. But we'll take a look at it. Okay, Todd? I'll take a look at that in a minute. Right now, we're taking a look at Kohl's. Here's the top, 25. Here's the bottom, 6. Shoots up, pulls back. Now she's bouncing off that bottom right there. Let's zoom in and see what it looks like. Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's running up nicely. Look at all that empty real estate. The high is way up here. And we're here right now. We got all that space to go. Okay, so right now we're at 1370. The 14s are going for 34. That's 2.5% right off the top of my head. Now, the question should be, do you like Kohl's? That's it. Do you like Kohl's? I'm going to show you the numbers. Let's check it out. 1370. I want to do the 14s. Change that. Covered call. Jump on over to the 14s. There it is. One covered call. And here's Johnny. He's got to prove I'm human. No, I'm a meat popsicle. Here we go. Buy one covered call, Kohl's. KSS. Keep it simple, stupid. 17 April. That's next Friday. The $14 call option. Okay, the profit is $67. The investment is $1,300. Okay, let's see what the rate of return is. So Junior likes Kohl's also. Okay, Junior, sit tight. Calculator, profit, 67. The investment, anytime you want to figure out what your rate of return is, you take your profit, divide it by the investment, and that gives you your rate of return. And you got to decide on what kind of investment is it going to be. Is it going to be weekly? Is it going to be monthly, quarterly, annually, biannually? What is it going to be? We're doing here weekly. Every single week, I want a certain return on my money. All right, so 67 divided by the investment, which is 1333, comes to a grand total of 5%. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd be more than happy to take 5%. And on Kohl's, hell yeah. I buy Kohl's every week, almost every week. So, yes, to Kohl's. Here we go. Kohl's Corporation, tra-la-la. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, we're all cousins. That's what I believe. 'Cause we're all children of Adam and Eve. I got a gal and she wants a lot of love. All right, here we go. Kohl's. 17 April. That means this option is going to expire next Friday at 3:59 p.m. Good thing the video quality isn't complete, because then I wouldn't be able to see anything. Hey, this guy, how you doing? 67 is the profit. 1,300 is the investment for a 5% return for 1 week. 1 week, 5%. So yeah, I'm going to keep on to that one. That's number 3. We got 2 more to go. Nope, wait a minute. Damn it. Hate it when it does that. It's the first time it's done it in like 3 or 4 days. But it did anyway. All right, so let's get rid of this. 5%. I like 5% on Kohl's. Hell yeah. All right, back to here. All right. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. 5. We got 2 more to go. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. What do we got? Okay, Aaron, you're going to give me the ticker symbol for Dr. Pepper. Ron Todd, what's my take on Eli Lilly? You might not like this because I think it's out of my price range. Yep, it is. Let's take a look. You ready? The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Well, that looks interesting. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's rolling up nicely. We bottomed out at 880. Now we're at 955. That's a $75 increase. Now you might be all excited saying it's a $75 increase. Yay! Unfortunately, it's not even 10% because it went from 880 to 955. Yeah, that's $75, but 10% would be 88 bucks. This thing only jumped up 75, not even close, like 7.5%, maybe 8%. Yeah, no. Sorry. But if you like it, I'm not going to put it up there, even though it works and everything looks right. How many of you honestly, ask yourself the question, how many of you honestly can afford $950 per share? Because one contract is going to be $900,000. That's a lot of money. Or is it $90,000? Oh, $95,000. Yeah, no thank you. All right. Pat Murphy, what do you do with a covered call at the end of the week? Let it expire on its own? All right, so Pat Murphy, it's a good question. It's a valid question because tomorrow is the end of the week. So it's kind of timely if you think about it. So here's the thing, Pat Murphy. I want to ask myself 5 simple questions. Number 1, what did I buy it at? Number 2, what strike or what option did I sell? What did I buy it at? What option did I sell? Where is it at now? Where does it look like it's going? And what should I do? I ask that question every single morning. I take a look at my positions. IBM, great. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? Where's it at? Where does it look like it's going? What should I do? That's it. Every single position. What did I buy it for? What did I sell against it? Where is it? Where is it going? What should I do? And unfortunately, you cannot answer the questions of tomorrow with the information we possess today. That's it. Can't do it. All right, what do we have here? Okay, Zal Mora wants to take a look at NAT. Is that like natural light or something? Nordic American Tank. Interesting. April, May, July, October, January. Rule number 4, Zal. Weekly options only. I don't do monthlies. I just don't like them. Not worth my while. Too much of a pain in the butt. Sorry. Kev, music, SCHD. When I say newbie alert, only reason I'm saying that, Kev, is I don't like SCHD because they're ramming it down on our throats. Buy it, buy it, buy it. Yeah, sorry, doesn't work for me. It's not consistently profitable. I'm going to get in that in 1 second. You ready? Here we go, Kev. We'll go over to Yahoo Finance. If you're going to be investing, you need to have access to a financial website just to double check to make sure you're making a good decision. Okay, so we're going to put in here, what one? What is it? SCHD. SCHD. Okay, give it a second to pop up. There it is right there. Are you ready? Who came up with this one? Oh, it wasn't Eric. There, Kev. You ready, Kev? Here we go. That ain't it. Let's go backwards. Okay. Historical data. Gotta wait for it to load. Bobby, IDDD. Not sure if it pays dividends, though. We'll check it out in a minute. Stocks in socks. That sounds like Dr. Seuss. SCHD. All right. You ready, Kev? Kevin, here we go. Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. SCHD. Are you ready, Kev? Watch this. Okay, Kevin, what we're looking at, historical prices. I want to click on that because I want to look at the dividends only. And then I want to see all the dividends. Now, Kevin, I'm about to explain to you why I want to look at the dividends. Because the dividend is a portion of the company's profits that they give back to the investors. Dividends only, all dividends. Okay, so the problem I have with SCHD is it only goes back to 2011. That's it, 2011. So 2011 to today is only what, 15 years? Not quite 20, but 15. All right, so you may be okay with 15 years. All right, I'll give it to you. So what I'm going to do now, Kevin, is I want to see how many years or how many quarters has this thing consistently increased its profits. Because remember what I said earlier? I got two criteria and only two. That's it. When I'm picking a stock, I get two criteria and only two. Criteria number one, is the company consistently profitable for at least 2 decades? That's 10, 20 years. Now, you may think that's a long time. No, it's not. Stock market's been around for over 400 years. Very first dividend stock was sold in 1602. So the dividend is a portion of the profits the company gives back to the investors, and that's us. So I want to see, has this thing consistently increased its profits every single year? Has it, Kevin? Come on, Kevin, it's your pick. You should know. Rule one, never buy anything you do not understand. If you don't understand it, you shouldn't buy it. Rule number three, make sure the company is consistently profitable. You ready, Kevin? 2011, 4.0, 4.6, that's higher. 6.8, higher. 6.9, higher. 8.6, higher. 6.6, wait a second. That went backwards. As a matter of fact, that went backwards 20%. It was at 8 and it dropped to 6. That's $2 or 2 cents or $2 per contract. That's a 20% drop. Did you know that, Kevin? A 20% drop back in May 18th, 2013. 20% drop. Hold on. It actually gets worse. It does. Okay. All right, May 18th. Okay. All right. 7.5 higher. 7.7 higher. 8.3 higher. 8.2 lower. 8.9 higher. 8.4 lower. 9.1 9 lower. 10.2 9.9 lower. 9.0 lower. 9.9 higher. 10.5 higher. So it goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. Okay, numbers don't lie. Okay, these aren't my numbers. These numbers is Yahoo Finance. Now I've been using Yahoo Finance for over 20 years. Yes, I have been investing since the early 1990s. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 1990s. So it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. That's the profits. Rule number 3 is pretty specific. Companies that are only consistently profitable. Now, hold on a second, because we're only at 2016. We got another 10 years to go. Hold on. Cooper, what's happening, Cooper? Here we go. June 2016. Okay. 81, lower. Sorry, 8.1, lower. 13, higher. 10, lower. 11, 11.4, 11.5, 8.7, lower. 13.5, higher. 12.2, lower. 13.5, higher. 11.7, lower. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Kevin, when I say consistency of profitability, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, Kevin, this is what it should look like hypothetically. You ready? So let's go back 20 years, and that would be 2006. Okay? I'm going to stop right here at 2006, right here. You ready, Kevin? Listen closely. 33, 36, 39, 40, 41, 45, 49, 53, 57, 61, 65, 67, 72, 76, 79, 81, 89, 95, $1, $1.03, $1.06. Kevin, did you notice that every single year the dividend higher, 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 higher? SCHD doesn't do that. The profits go up, the profits go down. The profits go up, the profit. Now, let me explain to you why I, a retired person, doesn't like inconsistent profits. Okay? Because when you're retired, you have what is called, now I'm sure you've heard this, fixed income. Fixed income. So if I'm getting $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $700, like, whoa, what the hell just happened? When you're retired, you require or you count on consistently getting the same amount every single year. But if the company is not consistently profitable, your money that you're getting on a monthly basis is going to fluctuate. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. And when you're retired, that just doesn't work. Sorry, no to S. I could have just said no SCHD an hour ago. We were good to go. But I wanted to show you. So just saying no is one thing, but actually explaining to you why it's a no, fine. It's not consistently profitable. It's a no. Okay? Next. Stocks and socks. Wait a minute. Stocks and socks. Fox in box, box in socks. Socks on box, in socks in box. 6 bricks come, 6 bricks come. Some Dr. Seuss stuff for you. Anyway, Billy, what do you recommend? Billy, you ready? You got pencil, paper, crayon, mascara, lipstick? I don't judge, Billy. You do what you do, okay? Sorry, Billy. All right, ready? Billy. Dividend kings. Dividend aristocrats. Dividend champions. Dividend contenders. Anything on Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists right there will give you about 350, 360 different companies. Now, not all of them have weekly options, but most of them do. Jeff, thank you for that, Jeff. Ooh, user DH33 wants to take a look at Abbott Labs. Jennifer Benjamin, how are you doing today? What do you do with the covered called enema? We already did that one. Andy, what's happening, Andy? Okay, user 33 wants to take a look at Abbott Labs, ABBT. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong one, we don't want to be there. ABT. Abbott Labs. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And here we are right now, going back up again. So let's zoom in and see what it looks like. Here we go. Right there. There we go. 30-day high, 30 days ago. 30-day bottom last week. Now we're just kind of going sideways. Now, sideways sometimes works out because a covered call is great when the stocks basically go nowhere. See, stocks do three things. It does two things. Goes up, goes down. But every once in a while, it'll go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it looks like it's going sideways. Looks like it's going sideways. Okay, she went down, she went up. She went down, she went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. Looks like it's going sideways. So, yeah, that works great for covered calls. Let's take a look at Abbott Labs at 103. So Abbott Labs at 103 is paying 205. Take a look at that. The 103. See, the stock price is 102.72. The closest strike price to 102.72 is going to be the 103. So if I buy at 102.72, sell it at 103, I can pick up $2.05 on each share. Not quite 2%, but still over 1, and that's going to be more than 50% by the end of the year. So let's take a look at it. Covered call. The 103s right there. One contract. Here's Johnny. Tell him what he's won, Bill. Well, Johnny, here we go. We got this one. One covered call, Abbott Labs. 17 April 26. That means the option is going to expire next Friday. 103 call option. 250 is the profit. 10 G's is the investment. Think of it this way. Okay, every single week I get people tell me over and over and over again. You mean I could put $10,000 in to make $250? No, it's not what it means at all. What it means is you're creating what is called a weekly cash producing asset. And I'm terribly sorry, but every single asset is going to cost you something. Okay? And the rate of return you get for it gives you an idea of what kind of investment is it. So I'm putting up 10 grand and it's making me $250 this week. Well, what if it makes me $250 next week? What if it makes me $300 the week after? What if it makes me $150 3 weeks from now? Money I put up once. Okay, remember rule number 2, never sell for less than what you paid for it. So until this stock goes above my strike price, 103, I will just keep it. And it will give me money every single week. I'm looking for 1%. What's this giving me? You ready? Calculator, come out wherever you are. Okay, profit, 250. Investment, 10,050. No. Nope, it's 2 zeros, sorry. 2 zeros and a 5 and a 0. There we go, 10,050. 2.48. That's 2.5%. Now, we all know that 1% every week is 50% a year. 2% a week is over 100% a year. 2.5% a week, well, that's got to be at least 110, maybe 120. I don't know. Let's save it. Abbott Labs. Abbott Labs for $1.99 with thousands of surefire lights and a flame that adjusts to different heights. There we go. 2.5. All right, I like 2.5. I would love to get 2.5 every week. I don't. I average 1.4, but I'd love to get 2.5. I would. All right, here we go. This is number 4, which means we got one more to go after this, and that's it for the week. Abbott Labs. 17 April, that's next week. Hey, Gabe Lucky, what's happening? I see you there, brother. Whoa, I see you there. Hello, my friends. Hello. All right, The 103 call option. Did you see this right here? Look at this. The stock is currently at 103.41, and I'm selling it for less than I paid for it. Still walking away with a profit. It's insane. $250 is the profit. 10 G's is the investment for 2.5%. 2.5. Yay. 2.5. The crowd goes wild. Woohoo. All right. Anyway, what do we got? Uh-oh. Bobby wants to take a look at IB. Oh, wait a minute. Eric, COP. Isn't that ConocoPhillips? Like, why would you do oil stocks? They topped out last week. Now they're dropping. Unless you're going to do puts or short. Doesn't make sense. Bobby, IBBD. Never heard of it, Bobby. That's why I've never heard of it. April, May, June, September, December. Bobby, I don't do monthly options. They just don't work in my favor. Nanya, you should go ahead and turn yourself into the SEC. Okay. Thank you for that advice. I'll take that under advisement. Andy, BPI. What is BPI, Andy? BPI. Uh-oh. Sorry, Andy. No options. No, thank you. Sorry. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. How are you today? Uh-oh. 97 LVU gold, please. Explain to me why I should buy gold. Gold does not give me weekly cash flow. Do you know how I know? I actually have some gold. And never, ever, ever has somebody came to the door, hey, Mr. James, we have your gold today. Not every week they don't. You don't earn interest on gold. Gold retains value. It increases and decreases with the market. Okay? Nanya. All right, so let's reply to Miss Nanya. Okay, here's the question. Why? Question mark. That's it. Why? Okay, next. John Bohay, not enough on margin. Not even on margin. Yeah, I don't blame you. All right. Jay Moore, how you doing? Billy Bonnie, what's happening, Billy? John Bohay, Eli Lilly, not even on margin. Yeah, I don't blame you. $900 a share. Yeah, no, thank you. Anyone got advice? Aaron, advice on what? Ask a question. I'll give you my opinion. Automatic shut off. Why are you turning off? Huh. La, 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 la. Wendy, how you doing, Wendy? Myron, what's going on, Myron? Oh, New Jersey wants to take a look at UNH. Was that Universal Health Group, something like that? UNH? UNH. Did we look at this one last week? This one popped up last week. Here's your top 600. Here's your bottom 230. I bet you that hurt. Think about it. Okay? For those people who bought at 600, a couple of weeks later, they're at 235. That better hurt. Up, down, up, down. Now we're sitting at 306.91. Last 30 days. What do you think? 30 days ago, we're at 280. Dropped down to 255. Shot up like a rock. That gap right there concerns me. Yeah, no, thank you. Sorry, New Jersey. I don't like that gap right there. Gaps have a tendency to fill, which means that baby gonna come down. Yeah, no, thank you. Zach, Microsoft. Love Microsoft. I do. MSFT. Not too happy about Billy Boy, but is what it is. Look at that right there. That's awesome. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. 373. What does that look like? How does CCJ look? Wow, you fixed your inverted video. No, I didn't. You're on TikTok. Okay, so TikTok works fine. Okay, the Andy Cap, give me a second. Crazy Writer, what do you think about Robinhood stock? They don't have any dividends, but the numbers look good. So let's take a better look at Microsoft last 30 days. What do you think? 30-day high, 410. 30.55 top, shoots back up again. But it is a nice steady upward trend if I ignore yesterday. So 373 for next week, 635. That sounds appetizing. Let's get rid of this. Let's go covered call. The 373s. There we go. It's actually 372.50. One contract. Here we go. And here's Johnny. By one. Covered call. Microsoft. Yay! 17 April 26th. That means it's going to expire next Friday. Okay. The 375 call option. The current price, 374.56. Closest strike price, 375. 572 is the profit. 37,000 is the investment. Well, the stock's $300 a piece, so you got to get 100 of them. Medio Z, what's happening? All right, calculator. Here we go. 572 divided by 37,000 is going to be roughly 1.5%. I don't mind 1 point. It's Microsoft. If you like it, of course. Now, this is number 5 for the day, so this is going to be it. All righty. Delete that. Go back to here. Go back to here. And here we go. All right. We're going to answer some questions in a second. Microsoft, right there. And there she is. Microsoft. Yay. Yay. The car goes well. One covered call, Microsoft. MSFT. 17 April 26. The 375 call option. 572 is the profit. 36,928. Come on, it's 37,000. That's close enough. Anyway, what did I say it was? 1.5. I can do 1.5 every day. 1.5. That's it. Number 5. 5 a day. 1.5. All right. Let me get my chair, get comfortable, and answer some questions. John Bohey, Advanced Micro Devices, cool beans. Earthman, PLTR, Palantir, we already looked at it. Andy Cap, Nokia. And okay, Nokia, nope. Dude, come on. Who the hell wants to buy something at the high of the year? No, no, no. Crazy Rider, Apache, APA. No, okay. She started at 14, jumps up to 46. Now she's dropping. Why? Why? Look, shoots up, pulls back. Wait for it to turn around. PLTR, we already did that. Bill Bonnie, doing fine. Give a dog a bone. Show us some charts of your investments. Dude, I've been doing it for 2 hours. Okay, you just got here. Earthman, Milani, what's happening, Milani? Thank you, that Andy Cap. Omar, HUT. What the hell is HUT? Hut 8 Corporation. Okay, I'm going to say no to Hut 8 Corporation only because I don't buy anything at the high of the year. Sorry. No, and no. Okay? What else do we got? AMD. John Bohey wants to take a look at AMD. Well, let's take a look. AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. Same thing, John. Sorry, dude. Okay, last 30 days. You like it, great. I don't buy anything at the high. Just doesn't make sense. Kevin Harley Davidson. Reminds me of that elementary school nursery rhyme. I can spell dog, D-O-G. I can spell hog, H-O-G. But I can't spell hippopotamus. H-I-P-P is all I know. And then comes P-O-T. I don't buy anything at the high, dude. Look at this. She drops, finds the bottom at 17, now shoots up. From 17 to 22 is $5. $5 on a $17 stock. Oh, 20 something percent. No, sorry. Ron, AVGO. Broadcom. Is it going to be a no? You already missed the opportunity, dude. Check it out. Okay, 30 days ago, she drops, finds the bottom, shoots up. Now, Ron, what I'm looking for specifically, 30-day high, find a new bottom, 3 days up, 1, 2. That's where I would jump in. Right there, then she shoots up the rest of the way. So we missed it by a week. The Flying 7 LRCX. What the hell is that? LRCX. It sounds familiar. Lamb Rush. We looked at that one yesterday. No, I don't buy anything at the high. But what goes up? That's right. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels got to go round. Drop all your troubles by the riverside. Ride a painted pony on the spinning wheel ride. I think that was $3 night. Or was that the Doobie Brothers? I don't know. But anyway, you're right. What goes up got to come down. Stocks only do two things. They go up, they go down. That's it. So when you're looking at it, you got to take into consideration, where is it going next? What is the next logical move? Okay? They go up, they go down, and that's it. CCJ, huh? CCJ. Okay. No idea what that is. Cameo Corporation. All right, let's get out of my nice comfy seat for a while from Mr. DG. Okay, here's the top, here's the bottom, shoots up, pulls back up again. What's going on? What is this? What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? What's this? Okay, now it's interesting, but we had a gap up here and starting to pull back. Okay, she drops, shoots up, pulls back. 102 to 120 is $18. See, the funny thing is, you can look at a chart and it looks the same as another chart because they all look very similar. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, but you need to take a look at the time frame down here at the bottom, and then the price increase or decrease over here on the side. So the 30-day bottom, 100. So from the 30-day bottom, because we all know, and don't kid yourself, some lucky bastard bought it at 100 at the 30-day low. Someone did. So from the 30-day bottom at 100, shoots up to 120. Now 100 to 120, we all know that's 20%. So you need to ask yourself a question. Is it worth it to jump into an investment after it already jumped up 20%? Okay, that's the answer you just had. Whatever answer you just answered in your head. Now think about the, 2.2 million shares traded today. 2.2 million. Do you honestly think that you have a chance to make this thing do something? Okay, even a couple of thousand shares that I would buy if I did wouldn't even touch that 2.2 million. So it already jumped up 20%. Hell no, I'm not jumping into that. No. Okay, Earthman TDN. What is that? TDN. Too damn needy. That's what that is. Sorry, dude. When it comes up like that, it just doesn't make sense. Chucky, ASTS. What's going on there, Chucky? Okay, here's the top 130. Here's the bottom at 20. From 20 to 130. That's a 600% increase. That's nice. Who gets that? Someone did. Somebody bought down here at the 20. Okay, and she went up to 130. Well, now we're down at 91. So, last 30 days, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, it's coming down. Down, down by the Bay Eye video. I'm taking this as financial advice and will listen to you. Don't do that. This is not financial advice. This is nothing more than observation. You give me a stock to take a look at. I put it in. I read the numbers. I give you the what's it doing type scenario. And then I just read the numbers. It's not financial advice. This is just entertainment. Didn't you hear me singing and dancing? I sing, I dance, and I point out the obvious. The obvious is that's the 30-day high. The obvious is this is the 30-day bottom. 30 days ago, it's obvious that it was here. It dropped, it shot up, now it's dropping again. It's an observation. It is not financial advice. You need to do your own research. Okay, I'm just pushing the numbers, hopefully creating a video diary for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. Because 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, I'm not going to be around. But you know what will be? You can go, you know what? I'm going to show you something. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. Yes, you are. All right, here we go. The 10-Minute Trader. That's my website, The 10-Minute Trader. Yay! Okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this right here. Weekly trades from 2024. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this right here. YouTube channel. It's my social media. Let's go there. I want to show you something. Okay? Okay, so here we go. We have 2 live videos right now. Live, me standing in front of the camera. That's this one. And this is just the screen itself, this screen right here. It's not what I want to show you. Videos. I want to click on videos. Then I want to click on the oldest videos. Okay? Here's the princess. Whoops. No. Point right there. Okay. So that's my daughter 16, 17 years ago. That's the little princess. Right, so that's me 13, 14, 15 years ago. Look at all the hair. My favorite part's coming up. Watch this, watch this. Ready? Here it comes, here it comes. Yay! All right. The reason I show you this is this video was shot, I think, in 2012, 2013. 2012, 2013. That's a long time ago, 13, 14 years ago. So the videos I'm making today, granted, my kids and my grandchildren might not see it right away, but it'll still be there. Okay? I'm actually having my son extract every single video I did and put it into my own video library, so that when I'm gone and forgotten, they can open these up and take a look. Now, you're probably thinking, how about energy transfer? Hell no. Do you see how quick that was a hell no? I'm going to show you energy transfer in a second. Let me finish explaining this. Don't get old. I forget what I was saying. Anyway, my very first blog post was in 2011. So I'm not delusional thinking I'm going to be around. That was Three Dog Night that sang that one? Cool. Actually, I went and saw Three Dog Night this year. I think it was back in January. Three Dog Night. They sounded pretty good too. We saw Three Dog Night. We saw, I saw Santana. He's still rocking it. Would you believe it? Santana's still going. The dude played at Woodstock in '69, and he played last year, and he's still playing. Anyway, Bruce Springsteen is touring this year too. Cool. All right. Anyway, so back to where I was. So I've been doing this for a while, and I want to make sure that the information is safe and going to pass along to my children and grandchildren. And a lot of you are thinking it's a good dividend stock. Okay, Earthman, I'm going to show you in a second that it's not. For me, You might like it, but for me, it's not. I'm going to show you in a minute. Sit tight for a second. This is getting old shits for the freaking birds. Because, see, I have recognized, I'm 62. I have recognized that this is not working the way it used to. So, yes, I'm trying to get all the information out before it's all gone. So, yeah, I'm saving it for my kids so eventually they will use it. Now, you may think it might be old and outdated. No. Stock market's been around for 400 years. 1602 was the first dividend stock sold. And the promise, okay, it was a promise. They went door to door. Hey, if I got a deal for you, you give us your money, we'll give you a share of our profits. That was the original promise back in 1602. Give us your money, I will give you a portion of the profits. It hasn't changed. You invest your money into a company and they will share their profits with you. That's why we're here. We want to find the good companies that do what it is we're looking to do. All right, let's get out of this thing. You've seen me enough acting like a goofball. Okay, so I'm about to tell you why I said no to energy transfer. Okay? Energy transfer. Okay, here. This is why. Earthman, are you ready? This is why I said no to energy transfer. Okay, it's at 1909. The 19s are going for 19, which is 1 penny, which is 1%. Well, great. Now, it's at 1% now, if it's at 19. Now, I get the question every single day, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. What do you do if the stock goes down? Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. So I'm going to keep it. But if it goes down, I have to move my strike price so that I still have income coming in. 1 strike price out, I'm making 0.5%. 2 strike prices out, I'm making 2 cents. 3 strikes, 0, 0, 0, 0. When? It's not an if. It's never, ever, ever, ever an if. It's always, always, always a when. You buy a stock, it's going down. You buy a stock, it's going up. It's a 50-50 shot. They do 2 things and only 2 things. Stocks do not come to your house to take the dog for a walk. Stocks do not come out on the weekends and cook you a barbecue. They don't take out your wait a minute, your opinions. Thank you, Earthman. Thank you. I guess. I don't know. But think about it. It's going to go down. That's all they do. They go up and then they go down. They go up until they're done. Then they go down, then they go up. Down, up, 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 down, up. Where do you think it's going to go next? Down. Of course, that's all they do. They go up, they go down, that's it. If you think they're going to do anything else other than go up and go down, it doesn't work. Okay? So when the stock goes down, for me, Earthman, for me, it's very important that when the stock goes down, I have the ability to sell an option against it so I have cash flow coming in. So look at energy transfer. At the money, great, 1%. 1 strikeout, 0.5%. 2 strikes out, what is that, a tenth? And then 3 strikes out, 0. Wait a second. Take a look at Dell. Okay, Dell at the money, like 3 or 4%. 3 strikes out of the money, almost 2%. Okay, I can go with Dell. Hold on, let's see how far we can go with Dell. Okay, here we are with Dell. You ready? Earthman, you ready? Okay, at the money, 181, right there, 590. That's nice. That's over 2.5%. Now look at this. I can come all the way down 181, right here. 190. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes. 5 strikes out of the money, and I'm still getting 1%. Okay, I can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 strikes out of the money and still get 23 cents per share, which is $23 per contract. It's not just the stocks you're looking for. When the stock, it's not an if. When the stock goes down, do you have the ability to keep picking up money? It's a yes or no. And Dell's not the only one. Take a look at MSFT. MSFT. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft at the money, 2%. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 strikes out of the money with Microsoft. I'm still collecting money. It's not just the stocks, okay? You have to take a look at the big picture. Number one, do you like the company? You like Energy Transfer? Well, great. But keep in mind, if it drops, you're not going to get very much of a return. You will collect the dividend. Okay. Now we have a newbie alert. Newbie alert. You know how I know it's a newbie alert? Nobody ever suggests NVIDIA unless they're new. They've never been here before. Because nobody ever likes what I have to say about NVIDIA. You ready? Life Shift 3. I'm going to show you what I mean by NVIDIA. Okay. NVDA. You ready? NVIDIA. Okay. $183 per share. Okay. Now, I need you to dig deep. I'm talking real deep. And try to explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand. I'm a relatively intelligent person. Okay? Explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand why you think paying $183 for a company that pays 1 penny dividend. Hold on. Not yet. It gets worse. Watch this. We're going to take a look at the statistics. Are you ready? Statistics. Now, the statistics are going to tell you a little bit more deeper information. Okay, let's see how deep we can go. Revenue per share. Revenue per share. That's money coming in. Money that comes into the company based on how many shares. Revenue per share, $183 per share is the stock price. What's the revenue? How much money coming in? $8.86. Hold on. It gets worse. It really does. We're going to slide down a little bit further, and we're going to take a look at this number. Book value per share, $6.47. Now, you may think that's good. You may not think that's good. Let me give you a comparison. Okay? I'm just going to give you a comparison. Okay, so it has $183 per share. That's what it costs. It's only worth $6.47. Because if the Supreme Court comes out and says you have to divest and you have to pay back all your investors, guess what you're getting for your $183? Yep, you guessed it, $6.47. That's it. And look at what the yield is. You ready? The forward dividend yield. I'm going to write this down so you can actually see it better. You ready? Okay, this is what the yield is for NVIDIA. 2%. No, it's not 2%. It is 0.02%. That's what your yield is. You take a couple of $100,000 you put into a CD, you get a 1% yield. In a CD at a bank, you put it in NVIDIA, you're getting 0.02%. Now I'm waiting for you to explain to me why you think this is good. Hold on, let me give you something else to compare it to. Now, I'm going to give you a company that's over 100 years old, and we're going to look at the same numbers. Are you ready? Stock price, $76. That's it. Stock price, $76 on a company that's 100 years old. Let's look at the revenue. Revenue per share. $76 is the price per share. The revenue, how much they have coming in. $193 per share. The stock price, 76. The revenue coming in per share is 193. That's freaking huge. And it's a 100-year-old company. NVIDIA, 183 bucks, revenue $8. Explain to me why that's good. Hold on. Book value for General Motors, $67. The share price, 76. The actual value of the company is $67 per share. NVIDIA, 183. Actual value, $6. 100-year-old company, NVIDIA. What is it, 10, 15 years old? Sorry. It's just a plain old flat no. The numbers are actually horrendous. Now, it's a good, what do you call that? Growth stock. It's a good growth stock, if that's what you're looking for. Unfortunately, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for cash flow, is what it is. Austin, you got in Intel at 40. Austin, let me tell you something. Just a little tidbit of advice. This is actually advice. You ready, Austin? You bought Intel at 40. Wonderful. Okay, keep this in mind. You ready? Hold on, let's actually take a look at it. INTC Intel. So Intel is at $61 per share. You bought it at 40. Okay, you ready, Austin? It's not a profit until you take it. Okay, it looks good on paper. You got a 50% profit. 50% on paper. That don't mean jack squat diddly nothing. Doesn't mean anything. It ain't a profit until you take it. And here's something else, Austin. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. Okay? Earthman, you like that? All righty. Life shift. Oh, man, NVIDIA 2i. Absolutely. NVIDIA is the worst. No, I'm not going to say it's the worst. I've seen companies that are worse off than NVIDIA. But I get questions on NVIDIA almost every single night. All right? People say, what about NVIDIA? The numbers are horrible. It is. Okay, we're past 11 o'clock. So I'm done for the weekend. I'm going to read through the rest of the questions and answer the questions, but we're not going to look at anything else because it's past 11. Horseman, I love Oracle. I do. Should I sell and find something more profitable? Why? Have you taken a look at what's going to happen with Oracle? When the old boy croaks, his son's going to take over. And what does his son have? Take a look at the big picture with Oracle. It's not just what Ellison has. Okay, when he passes, it's going to go to his son. And his son already has a huge bunch of shit. It's going to be awesome. Austin, you're in your 60s. I thought maybe you were in your late 40s, early 50s. Yes, Austin, thank you. I take very good care of myself from what I'm told. David, we'll take a look at Marvel next time we're up. I love Marvel. I actually have some. I do. I have some Marvel. You're welcome, Horseman. What else do we got? Thank you, Life Shift. Boxing gloves, just what I need. Yay! Okay, all right. What else do we have? All right. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Blood, sweat, and tears. Spinning wheels. Spinning wheels. Got to go round. Drop all your troubles by the riverside. Ride a painted pony. Make the... All right. Lulu, newbie. All right, nothing wrong with being a newbie. Tammy, hi James. I'm new to all this. Been looking at DGRO, VIG, double DGRW. No, Tammy, I can't tell you if they're good or bad because I know nothing at all about them. Tammy, I am very specific at what I'm looking for. Pete, what's happening, Mr. Pete? So, Tammy, I'm very particular what I'm looking for. PLTR, not consistently profitable, and they don't have any dividends. You bought it 4 years ago. You bought 4 shares. All righty. Talk about your troubles and the river. Wait a minute. Let the spinning. It's a long time. I don't remember all the words. What's that company? This company, Intel, INTC? Intel. They make chips. So Tammy, come on back on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't do Friday nights anymore, and I don't do Saturday nights anymore. A couple of years ago, it was 7 days a week. Now it's just 5 days a week. Stock market's off on the weekend, so why should I be here? All right, what do we have down here? I think I might have misspoke. Stocks dropped as contracts get closer to the EX date. No, kissable, they don't. Stocks have a tendency to go up just before the EX date. They go down on the EX date or after the EX date. James, how many years have you managed to achieve 50% per year? About 15 or 16. Market been tanking? No, Brendan, it's not. Okay. Even back in 2008, when the stock market dropped big, there's still some stocks that went up. Nothing goes down not everything ever goes down. Okay. We've seen some stocks the other day, almost everything shot up. There were some that dropped. There's always some going up and always some going down. Okay. Just always depending on what you're focused on. You bought Tammy, you bought PLTR at 22, but only bought 4 shares. Okay. Start fresh. Sell calls against that Intel. Ride the wave. I've been 1% Intel since 41.50. Woohoo! Nicely done. DB Grizz, we looked at Microsoft a little while ago. Why is my Roth tanking? I couldn't tell you that, Brandon. Okay. Now, Brandon, you do realize you don't lose any money until you sell at a loss. Just because the stock prices go down, you still own the shares. What about ABTC, American Bitcoin? I don't do cryptocurrency. What do I offer? I offer plenty of bad advice. Don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. That's some good bad advice. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? We're past 11 o'clock. I'm just trying to see which questions I missed. BBAI, I'll have to take a look at the next time. Kissable, thank you. Unfortunately, BBAI is still dropping and no dividends. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Tammy, how you doing? Tammy, I'm just getting ready to leave, honey. I am. Okay, I start at 9 and I go to 11. And I try to answer every single question. Hi, what do you think about ASTS? Mario, we did ASTS about an hour ago. NEO. All right, Carmine, we looked at NEO yesterday. Have a big 7 and ETFs. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Okay. But I don't do ETFs. I haven't seen a single ETF that pays over 30%. So if I can make 50% on my own, why would I do an ETF? And the big 7 eventually come down. Is Johnson & Johnson stock a dividend king? Yes, it is, Stefan. American Pride Group, why not just BTC? You do know that BTC, Bitcoin, was at 100,000 a couple of months ago. Now it's in the 60s. What time you come on? I come on every night, 9 p.m., and I stay till about 11. Okay, now don't get me wrong. You like Bitcoin? Great. Yes, a lot of people are moving to it because it's an alternative way to pay, and you don't have to, no restrictions, and the federal government don't have their fingers in it. Okay, but think about it. What does Bitcoin have behind it? What do they produce? What do they offer? Nothing, nothing, and nothing. Okay? So Bitcoin has nothing to fall back on. Ford, at least they own real estate. They own dealerships. They have machinery. They have intellectual property. What does Bitcoin have? A wink and a nod from Bubba on death row. That's it. Some guy at the other end of the screen saying, yeah, I'll pay you. See, why did it go from 100,000 down to the 60s? That's a big ass drop. Now it's going back up. Okay. But no, there's no guarantees on Bitcoin. Earthman, yes, I do. Okay, here we're doing covered calls. That's it. I give away one trading strategy and only one. I know a lot of shit, but I'm only giving one away for free. But think of it this way, Earthman. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. The strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. Yep, 2008. My 9-year-old daughter says, Daddy, can you teach me? Okay, most adults don't get it, but my 9-year-old daughter wanted to learn. So it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So, with that being said, 5 simple rules. Rule 1, never buy something you do not understand or you do not want to hold on to. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. If you don't want to hold on to it to the day you die, don't buy it. Rule number 2, it's an easy one, never sell at a loss. Rule 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Yes, Earthworm, you go to the Earthman, sorry, top left-hand corner. Okay, right there in the bio, the 10-minute trader. They'll take you right to the website. You can book a call. You can buy whatever you want. There's a lot of stuff there. Rule 4, weekly options only. I want weekly cash flow. That's it. I'm 62 years old. I'm retired. All the money I've earned in my lifetime now has to last me the rest of my life. And I get no problem at all taking 1% every single week. Because it is over 50% a year, and 50% of what I have, I'm perfectly happy with it. That being said, you guys have a great night, and we're going to do this all over again Sunday night. Yeah, buddy. All right. So, I think that's it. There's no more questions anywhere. I got all the questions. Okay, Mont Blanc, HMB. We'll have to take a look at it next time. See you Sunday. Sunday, New England Dragway. Okay, so you know what that means? That means we need some mood music. Here we go. Mood music coming your way. You dream. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday. Your heart's set on giving, no matter the strain. Building your legacy from love and rain. Truly knows that fire in your soul, the kind that leaves the broken whole. Takes you reach the skies, no wonder. My favorite part. That's to know what the hell were you thinking? Your life as God keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a gift, not some.